high prevalence of HIV-Aids in Busia and Siaya counties has driven vulnerable groups into painstaking professions that barely afford them a meal a day. Widows and orphans engage in rice planting or harvesting and selling of sand, both gruelling undertakings. Now some organizations are reaching out to them to help them earn a decent living. These include the Free Pentecostal Fellowship Kenya, Nyambare Mission and Heart for Kenya Foundation. Speaking to the Star, FPFK Bishop Gabriel Ouma said the church decided to help after realizing most of its members were affected. To save the needy women and children from the perilous businesses, the Mission and Heart for Kenya Foundation allocated some resources to provide them relief food, he said. The bishop said most of the orphaned vulnerable children were left under the care of their aging grandparents. They had been forced to drop out of school to work in rice fields and beaches along Lake Victoria. But now the foundation has chipped in and is doing everything at its disposal to retain them in school, he said at his Nyambare residence in Busia County. The beneficiaries, totaling 300, each receive 22 kilograms tins of maize and 2 kilograms tins of beans every month. Come the Christmas festive season, the vulnerable groups are given foodstuff, comprising packets of wheat flour, sugar, rice and cooking oil, by donors from Norway. They are also provided with livestock, including goats, sheep, cows, pigs and poultry, which have greatly improved on their livelihoods. Catherine Majero, a 6-year-old Class 3 pupil, is one of those who received a goat and a hen. Her guardian, Eveline Sakwa, is grateful for the support. The general well-being of the orphaned girl has improved a great deal since her inclusion in the program. It is my prayer the two organizations will continue to support her, Sakwa said. Another beneficiary, Salisala, now informed too, said although the foundation is sponsoring her education, the goat she received has procreated, helping her pay fees and buy learning materials. Education, housing help. Most beneficiaries had dropped out of school to seek jobs so they could earn money for their families and take care of sick relatives. Bishop Ouma said AIDS has led to an increase in orphans and widows, raising the number of dependents and child-headed households. Lavina Nyambare, 14, a Class 7 pupil in Busia, said she has been taking care of her siblings since their parents died a decade ago. Our grandmother, who had been providing for us, is now too old. This has forced me to leave school early every day to work on people's farms to get money for food, she said. She is grateful to Heart for Kenya Foundation and the FPFK for the assistance she says has enabled her and her siblings to get their daily bread and stay in school. Our lives have changed thanks to the provision of monthly relief maize and beans, Nyambare said. The foundation is also building residential houses for the orphans, whose guardians or grandparents have been living in dilapidated houses. Beneficiary Eveline Majero, a widowed mother of 5, recalls how she and her family escaped death by a whisker one night, when her dilapidated mud-walled house almost fell on them as they were sleeping. We were woken up when a side of the weak wall crumbled down, almost burying us alive. But we were lucky the wall fell a few meters from where we were sleeping, she said. I want to sincerely extend my heartfelt gratitude to the mission for helping us in our time of need by building us a new house.